Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome to the session. I'm just going to turn on my camera. How are you guys doing? Are you guys doing absolutely amazing? Yes? Woohoo! You guys made it. I think we sent out the link the last minute, but it's amazing that you guys are here with me. Are you guys excited for today? Yes? Like it's Sunday, beautiful Sunday. You could be doing something completely different, right? Enjoying your time with your friends and your family, but you made the decision to participate in my vision board workshop. And I'm just so grateful for showing up, for you and your future. Okay, so who is ready to have fun with me? Are you guys ready to have fun? Yes, amazing. Okay, so beautiful. Let me just see over here. I'm just going to let everybody in. Fantastic. Okay, so let's begin. Now, when you're commenting, I want you to share in the chat. Who here in the past have created a vision board? Who here in the past have created a vision board? Anybody? Yes? Do you have a vision board? Do you guys have a vision board right now? Like, are you already like clear with what you're manifesting like this year and beyond? Yeah, okay. Lee says, I have it now. Amazing. Okay. So that's great that you have the vision board. You're ahead of the game. But I would love for you with, the conversation that we're going to have together to begin to see at the end of the session, hey, like, do I want to make a tweak? Do I want to add something to my vision board? Maybe not just add, but maybe take something out of my vision board. Okay. So beautiful. All right. Okay. Now, if you have a vision board, if you have done this before, I want you to come with a blank slate. What do I mean by that? Is to have an open mind, all right? It's like, well, that's not how you normally do vision board. Okay, I want you to be non-judgmental, have an open mind, and, take away whatever you need to take away from the session, okay? It will be approximately, I always say approximately, because sometimes I end early, sometimes I end later than usual, but it's going to be about 90-minute session. Are you guys okay with that? Beautiful. If you can't stay till the end, as long as you have registered for the session, you will be receiving the replay. Okay. So if there's anything like, hey, I'm afraid I'm going to miss towards the end, it's okay. You are well covered. Amazing. All right. So who here knows about me? Anybody? Most of you, because this is a community workshop, you know about me. Anybody who don't know about me, because some of you have been invited as a guest from the members, just put in the chat one so I can introduce myself. Is there anyone that don't know about me? I want you to put in the chat right now, one. You guys know all about me, that I'm a manifestation coach, yes? The CEO and founder of Kiseki Institute, yes? You're good? Okay, amazing. Yay, I don't have to do an introduction. Awesome. Beautiful. Okay, so let's dive in right away, yes? And I strongly suggest the next 90 minutes, if you can, take a notepad and a pen, and whatever that you pick up intuitively, I want you to write it down, okay? All the notes, I would love for you to just jot it down, all right? Okay, so let's do a mid-year check-in together, all right? Would you guys all agree with me in the beginning of the year, right? Most likely, like, I don't know, end of December, beginning of January, you come up with a goal. Yes? Like you come up with like, this year is it. Like, I'm going to manifest such and such. Yes? Like your wildest vision, like, this is a year that I'm going to manifest something incredible for my business and my personal. Do you guys agree with me? Yes? Okay. So now that we are in mid-July, yes, the half year is gone. My gosh, didn't it go so fast? Like it just, I feel like it just went just like that, you know? Let's do a check-in. How are you doing? How are you doing with your manifestation of the goal that you set in the beginning of the year? We have to know where we're at, right? Are you on track? Are you on track? Are you off track? Where are you at? Okay, there is no right or wrong answer here, but like we want to get super clear with where you're at. We still have what amazing 5 months. There's incredible things you can manifest in a short 5 months. Let me just see the chat. Samuel says on track. Linda says on and off track. David said off, not on track. Okay, that's great. And Alfred says very good, on track. Amazing. Okay, wonderful. Okay, so you want to begin to do a self check-in. Yes, this is not for me, right? This is for you to know where you're exactly at. Okay. Now today, I will, will go into the main key components of you manifesting your vision. What's very important in manifesting your vision? Now I see pretty much all of you have attended my past master classes. Yes, we go into more into detail during my master class, but for today, just refresher just key components. Yes, are you cool with that? Amazing. All right, great. Okay, so if you are on and off track, and you said, this is what I'm going to do, and you're not yet there yet, you want to begin to ask yourself, why not? Why are you not there yet? Why are you not on track? It's something to think about. And all yourself, that would be amazing. Okay, there's a background noise going on, so if you can mute yourself, that would be great, guys. Mute yourself. Hello. You guys hear me? All right. Okay, so there is a saying that in order for you to succeed, in order for you to have a success for the goal that you set in the beginning of the year, you must absolutely have a clarity. You need clarity. So do you have a clarity about your vision? Yes or no? Type in the chat. If you have clarity, type in 1. If you're like, well, yeah, I'm sort of clear, but I'm not crystal clear, I want you to type in 2. Okay. In this book, there's a book called Your Invisible Power by Genevieve Biran. It's a very small book, easy read, but this book is all about visualization. If you don't have it, I highly suggest you get one. Okay. And in this book, Genevieve says something really incredibly important. She says order is heaven's first law. What does that really mean? Order is heaven's first law. Well, that means that you have to first create order in your consciousness. What does it really mean to create order in your consciousness, you may ask? Well, according to her description, okay, and based on our teaching, it simply means that you must be super clear with what you're going to manifest. You got to be so clear. And we're going to go more into this later, but you see, you say, hell yeah, I wanted to manifest this year. But then what happens is there is no order in your mind. Your mind is caught up day to day in what's happening outside. Outside conditions. What's taking place in your day-to-day, in your daily activities. You get caught up in that. And then you lose order. Are you guys following me so far? Yes, is this clear? Yeah, it's pretty clear, isn't it? Yeah, heck yeah, great. Okay, but it's like, yes, I have order in one moment when I visualize, right? First thing in the morning, I have clarity. And then, boom, you get knocked off course. And then you create chaos in your consciousness. How can you really begin to manifest something incredible when you're constantly entertaining chaos? I would love to do this. If you come to masterclass, I would love to manifest C-type goal. Oh my gosh, but look, I just got another bill today. Holy crap. And you get caught up in that and you create more chaos after chaos. And then it's like, soon enough, by the end of the day, instead of order, where you create and manifest incredible vision from, you live in chaotic state, okay? You cannot manifest something incredible from your state of chaos. You must begin to learn to create order into your mind. I'm going to say this again. Order is heaven's first law. Order is heaven's first law. Okay? You guys got this? You guys are good? Yeah? Heck yes. Beautiful. Amazing. All right. So I know for those of you who have attended, most of you have, this is going to be a review, but this is going to be a really good review. Okay. In order for you to create order into your mind, okay, you have to understand that it always starts with you setting a right goal. You got your goal must be set on the right foundation. But what I find often is this: when I talk to many of you, you say, well, I ask, like, what is your goal? And they'll tell, you'll tell me a goal. And then I go, wait a minute, that's a wrong goal. That's not a right goal. That's a wrong goal. Okay, so we want to begin to understand, okay, what is kind of the goal that I need to set? Yes. So tell me, guys, hello, you guys are master at this. Tell me, what is, okay, 3 basic types of goals. What is a type goal? What is a definition of an A-type goal? Anybody? What's the definition? A-type goal is a goal that you already know. Yeah, you already done this. Okay, you already manifested your A-type goal before. So what's the point of you going after an A-type goal? Yeah, zero inspiration in you going after an A-type goal. It doesn't make any sense. Intention of you having a goal is so that you can stretch. It's not about getting a goal, is it? It's about you becoming the person that you're meant to be. Okay, this is so basic for you, okay? For most of you. What is a B-type goal? I want you to put it in the chat. What's a B-type goal? Yes. David says B is just above or stretch over an A-type goal. Absolutely. Bingo, David. Awesome. So B-type goal is a goal that is better than an A-type goal. B-type goal you've never yet done. But B-type goal, you sort of have an idea how to do it. If I did this, if I did that, I probably can. I would love, I don't know, manifest a house, okay? A townhome. I'll be happy with a 2-bedroom townhome, right? I've never owned one. Maybe I rented one, but I've never owned one. Okay, that's great. Well, I have $50,000 savings in my bank account right now. Okay, if I broke that savings, and even the mortgage, with a monthly mortgage, it's a little high. If I worked, instead of working 8 hours, if I just worked a little bit harder, right? 10 hours, then I probably can. B-type goal is a goal you have an idea how to do already. If I did this, if I did that, I can manifest, okay? It's not a big enough goal, yes? It's not big enough. The goal that you want to go after is what? What is the goal that you want to go after? Is it a C-type? David, you are phenomenal. Yeah, C-type goal. Oscar, yay, Linda. Yes, you guys are so good. Yeah. Okay. It's a total stretch for you. You have absolutely no idea how you're going to do it. It's a total fantasy. It's an idea when you think about it. When you think about it, it's like, oh my gosh. Wow, if I could just do this. I can't really imagine myself doing it. It just feels like so far stretch of me able to do this year. But if I could just do it, my gosh, that would be so phenomenal. Okay. The goal that you want to really go after is your C-type goal. Not an A-type goal, not a B-type goal, a C-type goal. I want you to begin to open your mind, okay? If it helps, just close your eyes for the moment. And begin to imagine and ask by asking yourself, if I could have anything, if I could truly have anything, what would that be? I know half year is past. And I know I'm so far away from my target. But if I could have just anything, because I know within I'm infinite potential, what does that look like? Your incredible manifestation always begins with your incredible imagination. If you can, I always say this, if you can see in your mind's eye, you can hold it with your hands. Consider it already being done. Guys, if you can mute yourself, that would be great, so there's no background noise, okay, during this workshop. Manuel, hello, says, starting to see my C-type goal as a B-type goal, even though it's still a C-type goal. Yeah, that's actually great. Okay, so Manuel, there's something really incredible, okay? Is when you begin the journey, when you begin the C-type goal, it's an impossible goal. But as you move forward with it, and as you apply my magnetic manifestation method, yes, Ta-da! Do you guys know the process? I hope you guys do. As you move towards your C-type goal, then what's going to happen is the steps are going to begin to reveal itself to you. Okay. So you're like, oh yeah, it felt like C-type goal, but now it feels like more like a B. That's actually because you're moving towards it, which is a really good thing. Make sense? Beautiful. All right. How are you guys doing, by the way? Are you guys enjoying this? I know, we're going to move into the meat of it. Yes. But this is some of the important things we need to cover. So when you're creating a vision board, right, we want to begin to not just like say, hey, I'm going after A-type goal and B-type goal, but making sure that in vision board that you're going, setting your vision as well. Amazing. Oh, okay, great. So let's move on. Okay, we talked about this, right? Meant to help you grow, okay? And you guys already know this. It's mostly a recap for many of you. It's a total stretch. So when you close your eyes and think about, visualize your C-type goal, is it like a total stretch for you? Does it excite you and scare the crap out of you at the same time? If it doesn't scare the crap out of you, okay, it's like, yeah, it'd be nice, okay? It's not worthy of you. Because with you walking through that fear, you grow, you become the person you're meant to be. You got to stretch. Any questions about this so far? Any questions? If you can all mute yourselves, that would be amazing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Okay, so now C-type goal is your burning desire. It's gotta be your burning desire. If your C-type goal is a burning desire, I want you to put it in the chat 1. I want you to share in the chat 1. Wow, amazing, beautiful. Liliana says, wow, beautiful. Okay, fantastic. Okay. So your burning desire, it cannot be someone else's idea, right? It's got to be yours. This is another good example. A lot of times when I talk to the business owners, a lot of times many of you say, well, what I ask, what is the goal? And they say, well, I want to do 7 figures. And I say, why 7 figures? Like, exactly, give me a million. And I said, well, exactly $1 million. Why $1 million? And many of you will say, well, I hear that when you hit $1 million, that, it's like, it's a good measure for success in business. Like, is it your desire? Is it your burning desire, or is it someone else's? Oftentimes we have a tendency to pick up other people's idea, other people's burning desire as our own. And we don't want to do that. And the reason why you don't want to do that is because when you go after your, other people's burning desire, sooner or later, you're going to give up. Okay. Like, you're like, forget it. What's the point? Your subconscious mind will not even see the point. Right? It's like, doesn't make any sense. Okay. Okay. It's like, well, it's not even mine. So what you want to make sure is that when you are setting your goal, you want to make sure that it's your burning desire. Sounds good? Amazing. We talked about this. Finding your path to success requires clarity, not chaos. How many of you are spending right here in this chaotic state? How many of you here is spending time in where you're like just so like your monkey mind is like running all the time, right? It's like constant tape. Remember, we have 60 to 70,000 thoughts you and I have a day. And it's the same tape is running. And you're like right in this state where it's just so confusing day to day. How many of you are spending that time here? Okay. You got to begin to create clarity right here on the left. You got to create clarity. You must begin to operate from order, not chaos. As David says me, Reniata says intermittently for me. Yeah. Right. Manuel says 80% clarity. That's fantastic. Okay. And then 20% in chaos. We must, this is from my perspective, we must learn to operate from order all the time. When you are manifesting your vision, okay, it is so essential to operate from here, order all the time. If you are in chaotic state, vibrationally, you're sending out chaotic vibration to the universe. And to the C-type goal, it requires incredible power. Okay? It requires concentrated power on your part to create order and to allow yourself to be in alignment all the time with your C-type vision. You got to be a stable vessel. What does that mean? Stable vessel, being the person that you are, has clarity in the mind. Okay. Beautiful. Amazing. Okay, so ta-da, let's go to the steps. Yes. Now you have the right type of goals. Yes. Based on the right foundation. Let's create a goal map. Okay. There are, excuse me, 5 steps. And we're going to go through these 5 steps individually. Number 1, to create the goal map. Number 1, we just talked about this. Pick a C-type goal for your business, for your professional, and for your personal. Step number 2, set a target date. You must set a target date. I know there's different philosophies. There's different philosophies about setting a date, okay? But you must set your target date, right? And I'm going to explain to you why that is. Step number 3, you must reverse engineer, okay, your plan to smaller targets. That's the step number 3. Step number 4, you got to be sure to include your daily vitamins. Step number 5, give yourself respite with adventures. All right. Okay. Beautiful. So let's get into this. Okay. There is a misconception. A lot of the people, including me, used to believe that in order for me to succeed, for me to succeed, that, I have to give up all the important things that's important for me and experience self-sacrifice in order for me to manifest what I really want. Who believes that right now? Like, in order for me to manifest the goal that I decided to in the beginning of the year, I have to experience self-sacrifice. And then what you end up doing is you end up being so laser focused on one particular goal, and you give all the energy to that particular goal. And then what happens is other parts of your life begins to suffer. Okay. Now, my experience is this. I used to be, when I started my business, I used to work 18 to 20 plus hours. And when I began to work 18 to 20 plus hours, and I began to give up all the things that was important for my life. All the invitations from friends went out the door. Okay, the hobbies that I had, the horseback riding, the swimming, reading books that was really precious for me, like personal, personal time went out the door. Time, actually, the worst thing was that I've done looking back, like it was painful experience, was, personal time with my family, especially with my kids, went out the door. I thought, I'm going to sacrifice the time for now so that I can let them enjoy the abundance for the coming years. Have you guys experienced this in the past? Has anyone experienced this in the past? Maybe right now you are, like where you're like saying, you know what, like I'm just going to suck it up for the time being. Yeah. Yes. David says yes. Linda says yes. Amazing. Okay. Pramila, yes. Okay. But what happens is when, you can manifest things with sacrifice, with sheer determination and will, you're able to manifest. Okay. You can begin to make it happen. Okay. You force yourself. But then ultimately what you're going to experience is the burnout. Yes. You experience burnout. How many of you here have experienced burnout in the past? And when you begin to experience burnout, what happens is you lower the level of vibration. And when you begin to lower the vibration, you guys know this, it's impossible for you to allow in, let in your vision with ease, with flow, with joy, with bliss. Does this make sense? Okay, so that's not how you want to make things happen. What do you want to do? You want to let it happen. All the things you put in the vision board that we're going to be talking about in a minute here, okay? You don't want to force it to happen, make it happen, but you want to let it happen. When you are living from the end, you want to do it with joy. You wanted to do it with bliss. Yes. Where you're just letting things happen with you and you're operating from your your cup being full. Any questions so far about this? Okay, so I want you to begin to let go of the idea of self-sacrifice. If you have any questions for me, I want you to put it right in the chat. Amazing. Okay. So this is why you want to at least have not only a business goal, but personal goal as well. Personal goals. Your goals must be fulfilling. So not in your vision board, yes, you will have, I don't know, your business goal. And my vision board, I don't know, when I began this journey, it was more like, it became more like my business school, my professional milestones, right? It was like just in one area, like so concentrated in one aspect. You don't want to do that. You absolutely don't want to do that, okay? You want to make sure that the goals are well balanced, yes? So I want, if you have a vision map right now, vision board, I want you to just look at it and say, hey, is it well balanced? Is it well balanced? All right. Balancing is key, right? When it's balanced, when it's well balanced, then you can maintain vibration at the higher state. Okay. Am I making sense? If you are resonating with what I'm sharing here, I want you to put in the chat 1. Yes. Oscar, Betty, 111, Tina 1. Amazing. Great. Awesome. Yes, Barry. So Barry's question is, can you explain well balance between yourself and family? Okay, so not just, your business professional goal, but, in terms of how you spend your time for, for the goal that you have, that which gets your cup being full. Okay, you don't want to just have a business goal, you want to also have a personal goal. Yes, goals. Like vacation with your family, right? What are the things? Maybe there's something that we're going to go into this, by the way. Maybe there's some things that you've been wanting to do. Maybe something, the bucket list that you wanted to, for me, I've been wanting to do skydive. Okay. My parents, my family don't understand why, but it's been on my bucket list to do, on my vision board for this year, matter of fact. Okay. So it's not just a business goal, but I'm also thinking about my personal goal as well. I hope this makes sense. Beautiful. All right. Number 2 is you must have a target date. Okay. What is the completion date in your calendar for each of the goals? What is the completion date? If you don't have a completion date, a lot of the goals will be wishy-washy. Now, some people say, well, you know what, Mariko, I don't feel like putting the target date. I challenge you otherwise. I'll give you an example. Okay, many of you were in my master class last time. One of my goals since I was 19 was by the 40th birthday, I want to own Porsche 911. I'm not a car person at all whatsoever. I don't really care about cars. I don't really care about sport cars, but I love Porsche 911. I've always have. And so by the 40th, I'm gonna do it. Okay. And year went by, 2 years went by, and then many years passed. And this is the truth. But when I was 39, when I turned 39, I thought, wait a minute, I have this goal that I'm going to manifest Porsche 911 by my 40th. And guess what? I didn't kick into gear until when I was 39. Okay. And then I began to put my manifestation process into a place where, and then I began to put in the work. Does this make sense? And then I had Porsche 911 for my 40th. If you don't put the target date, you're going to be lazy. Many of you that I talked to here said, hey, one of the things is I procrastinate a lot. Do you guys procrastinate? It's like, do you have a tendency to put things off? And you're like, yeah, I'm going to do it tomorrow. And the tomorrow never comes. And the tomorrow turns into next week. And next week turns into next month. And then like, holy crap, it's July. It's mid-July. Wow, where did last 7 months go? I'm nowhere near where I want to be. Can you guys resonate with what I'm sharing here? Yeah, me. Yeah. Does this make sense? Yes. Okay. So here's the thing. Ask yourself, do you have a tendency to procrastinate? Do you have a tendency to say to yourself, I will do this later? Instead of now, yeah, I'll just do this later. I'll do it next week. I'll do it. Do you have that tendency? Make sure, okay? Make sure to have a target date. Stop wishing and hoping. In order for you to bring forth all the things you're going to place on the vision board, okay, you got to get real, right? Okay. And what do I mean by getting real? Well, starts with putting the date. Yes? Okay, that's the first step. Cassie, hello. So good to have you here. I have the question, Barry, and how do you not go into a burnout mode to try to meet the target date? Okay, so this question, Cassie, is coming from a place because you think you are coming from, correct me if I'm wrong, okay? But you are conditioned to make your manifestation happen. So you have a tendency to will it, to force the goal to happen. Remember, manifestation is not about forcing, or it's the very opposite. With manifestation, I'm not going to go into this today, is that it's not about you being in the state of the energy of the masculine. It's actually more like, not that you don't need masculine energy, it's more moving into the energy of the feminine. And what do I mean by that? It's about more of the trust, more of the faith, more of the absolute knowing and belief, and working on your mindset. Okay. If you are thinking, wow, God, how do I not push myself? Wait a minute. We don't push anything. We hold the image. We do whatever you need to do from a place of inspired action. We begin to allow it to happen. But my goodness, this is a great question, Cassie. Thank you for asking. Okay. So you're going to let it happen. There's a huge difference energetically from making it happen and letting it happen. Do you guys agree? In manifestation, it's not at all about making it happen. Now, when you set the target date, what's the word I'm looking for here? When you set the target date, most of the time, okay, most of the goals is not going to be on the date that you set. Target date that you set is a guesstimation. For most of you here is Bob Proctor fan. Yes, you love Bob Proctor. Yeah, my former mentor. Okay. Of all the 64 years that he set his C-type goal, there's only one time that he hit his C-type goal on a target date. It's a guesstimation, but you want to set the date so that you begin to move, right? Like, don't do what I did, like Portia. Don't do like, oh yeah, I was 19 years old. Yeah, by the 40th, don't do that. All the goals that you set, I say no more than 3 years, okay? You can pretty much manifest everything you desire within 3 years. Oh, Mariko, you can't do that. My gosh, like, I think it's going to take at least 10 years. I say, no, absolutely not. If you are saying it's going to take you more than 3 years, you're thinking way too long in advance. And when you think way too long in advance, you don't get into gear. Right? Like my Porsche. Okay? The truth is this. I set the goal by the 19th birthday. Okay? I could have had my 9/11 by my 22nd birthday. 3 years, I could have had it. But I didn't get into gear till when I was 39. Can you guys resonate with what I'm sharing with you? Yes? Yeah. Manuel, I'm not sure when you share that comment. He says, get it done, right? Again, is there, oh yeah. I don't know if you can relate with this. I used to so relate with this. Get shit done. And I was cleaning my office this week, right? Creating order, okay, creating the space. And I looked at it and I laughed. I laughed so hard because I so not resonate with this at all, with the saying. This is so far away from manifestation. Get shit done. Like, who wants to get shit done? You know what I mean? It's not about getting shit done, is it? It's not about making it happen. It's about allowing it to happen with ease, with flow. Yeah, okay. How long is too short as a target date? Cielo. How long is too short to set as a target date? Depends. You know what, Cielo? It's really hard to answer that question without knowing what your goal you're talking about, that you're wanting to manifest. You know, maybe I can answer towards the end. I will come on screen and then I will try to answer as many questions as I can. I think, Cielo, I think you need to ask yourself that question. Okay, all the answers you need is within. Why don't you ask that question after you know, maybe not during this session, but after you meditate, right? Or during meditation, put the intention out, and then you'll receive the guidance. Yes. For my intuition when I tap into what you're saying is 3 months, but well, we can talk about that at the end. Yes. Okay. Yes, great. Okay, so you want to have a target date for each of your goals that you're going to manifest. Okay, and here at the very end it says, you know, like target, exactly right. Lacking a target date results in more I will do this later. You want to continuously allow yourself to act from your inspired actions. Okay? You constantly want to be moving towards your vision. Okay, beautiful. Now, you want to also begin to visualize your goal complete. You're going to learn to live yourself from the end. Like begin to see yourself already living and experiencing all the abundance that you're seeking. All the things that you're going to put on vision board, begin to see the end. Begin to see yourself already having manifested your C-type goal. And remember, you do this through what? Your own beautiful, incredible imagination. And remember, imagination is one of the higher faculties that you possess. Let yourself live from the end. What do most people do? They live day to day. What do I mean by that? Because we think as human beings, we think in images, okay? We think in images. You and I do. So, but what we end up doing is we get so caught up in what's going on with our daily trivials. You receive the bill instead of a check. Let's say you're seeking a check, you're expecting a check, and then you receive the bill instead. You're like, oh. You're like, oh my gosh, what today? No, today is 16th. Is it? Yeah. The 15th, right? A lot of you, if you work 9 to 5, you get paid every 2 weeks. And you're like, yes, it's a payday. And you get so excited. Yeah, I did overtime and I, probably getting paid a little bit more than I normally expect. And you look at the pay and it's lower than what you thought. And then you get discouraged. You're driving, right? And you're having a most fabulous day. Your day is going absolutely perfect. Okay? But then you forgot that you're speeding. And the police pulls over and then you get a speeding ticket. Or maybe a parking ticket. Do you see what I'm saying? And then your imagination, instead of visualizing what you want, visualizing the end of what you want to manifest, all the things you want in the vision board, you're visualizing all the things you don't want. Okay, you don't want to do that. You always want to go to the end. Manifestation always happens from the very end, okay, of what you truly desire. And then you want to, instead of getting caught up in the emotion of what's taking place in your daily life, you must begin to give yourself the direction to get caught up in the emotion of your burning desire, knowing that it's already complete, it's already done, you see. And you get to do this. Remember, you are the highest creation on the planet. There is no one like us. There's no one like you. You get to really think. And from your consciousness, Bob always said, one of the biggest, incredible gift that you received is what? We talked about this during the masterclass. What did you receive? What is your true gift? It's called free will. With free will, you get to choose which emotional state you want to be in. Mariko, no way, I can't. Yes, you can. No, this happened, that happened. You have no idea. I don't care. I mean, probably I've been there too, where the bank account is negative and I'm so stressed with so much student loan debt, and I get it, right? But you get to choose. It might not be easy, but it's quite simple. You choose your emotional state, okay? So choose wisely by embracing the emotions of success. Begin to embrace all the feeling that comes along with you having manifested your vision. Your emotion will dictate your results. All right. So remember how I just said, you got to reverse engineer the plan. Everything happens from the end, the very end. Okay. Now, once you have seen your goal complete, okay, you got to allow with your own imagination and receive the elements of all the things that you need to arrive there. Now, when you begin to move forward, it will become clear. I don't know if Manuel, you're still here, but you said, hey, it was C-type goal in the beginning, and now more it's like B-type goal. Because you have consciously or unconsciously been applying the manifestation method, right? And then you be moving towards it. And then one by one, because you're moving towards it, the steps are becoming clear to you. The path is becoming revealed to you, okay, at the perfect timing. Not everything is appear to you clearly, okay? Doesn't come immediately, but just understand as you move towards your goal, the path will be shown. Lee says results are directly impacted by the action. Yes. Absolutely. There's no results by you taking zero action. Okay. Your action must change. Doesn't mean you're grinding. As I said, it's nothing to do with the grind. It's nothing to do with working really hard. I mean, look, I was working so hard till when I was 37. Anything I did, I was the first one in the office and last one out. And I kind of prided myself of that. I'm the hardest working person. But here's the thing. It didn't matter how hard I worked. None of that mattered. Because the results always stay the same. I was working and earning no more than 30,000 till age 37. So what I want to add in the comment that you shared, Lee, is that results will change by you making and taking inspired action. Okay. You got to live from the end first and then tap into the frequency of your C-type goal first before you take the action. Because I don't know if some of you are Abraham Hicks fan. I am one as well. I love her work. It's like this, and she just said it so brilliantly. Think about you vacuuming, right? You're vacuuming your place, back and forth, and you're getting so frustrated. Vacuum, why aren't you doing the job? What's going on here? And then you keep on vacuuming, and you feel like, my gosh, I'm going crazy here. I'm going to begin to pull out my hair. You should be working. Why aren't you sucking up the dirt and, all this? You have not yet realized that you have forgotten to plug in the vacuum. Okay. All right. How many of you are working so hard, taking action after action and not moving towards your manifestation? That is why. So you want to make sure you're tapped in before you take the action. And when you're taking the action, that makes sure too that it's inspired. Amazing. All right. Okay. So it's like this. Okay. This is just to give you an example. Mariko's 2023 goal. All right. We got to reverse engineer the plan. Okay, my goal is to serve 10,000 individuals across different platforms this year. Yes? So this is my goal. Think about your goal. Okay, anything I share about myself, I want you to think about your vision. Okay. And when I began with this vision, the obvious need was more exposure. I couldn't be doing what I was doing back then, December, January, to say, hey, I'm going to do 10,000 without really changing anything. That wasn't going to happen, right? I had to develop different ways, okay? So it went like this. So then one of my goals, I have many. One of my goals was to serve 10,000 individuals, okay? touch people's life with this material, the material that completely changed my life. More exposure. So I began to think, I began to utilize my consciousness. Thinking is the hardest thing you'll ever do. Thinking is the hardest work you'll ever do. People rather die than think. Bob always said this, you know, people, and I thought, are you kidding me? That's not true. But really, we're lazy creatures. We rather be doing the same thing day in and day out, instead of beginning to change the way that we do things. Now let's go back to this vision, okay? So 10,000 people. How am I gonna do that? It just felt like at the time in December, it felt like a ridiculous goal. Because at the time, with, you know, marketing efforts and everything that we were doing as a team, we had about, across different platforms, around 300 attendees for the masterclass. So from 300, if you've done the math, it's about what? Even I did every single month, it's an impossible situation where I would maybe do maximum 3,600. Does this make sense? Okay. So I'm like, well, I can't keep on doing what I'm doing. So then, okay, what are the other platforms that I can begin to show my different, to, you know, gain more exposure? Okay, YouTube. Is it YouTube? Is it TikTok? Is it TED Talk? Okay, so I began to think all these ideas I can do, right? Is it host monthly events, but do it in a different way? So I decided, okay, I'm gonna give myself, I'm not gonna do it every month. One of the things I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna do it every month, but our team, my incredible team, I work with like the most amazing team you'll ever meet, came up with this idea, okay? One, the plan is for me to consistently host my masterclass because I love it so much. And I just love doing it, you know? So any strategy you're picking, you make sure you're picking a strategy that you're in love with. And I said, okay, August is my off month. But other than August, I'm going to do an event every single month. And so then I said, okay, that's 11 events. So do you see this? Monthly events. But you see what I'm doing here. I went to my C-type goal is like help 10,000 individuals. I would love that. My gosh, like if 10,000 people just even understood this material a little bit, like the world would change, right? Positive ripple effect. It felt so amazing. And then I'm reverse engineering the plan. Okay, expand more exposure. Okay, what ways can I expand my exposure? Okay, and then what do I love? And then I go, okay, 11 events in total, okay? And I'm gonna do this pretty much every month. And so far, we've been consistent every single month. I don't think we missed an event yet. We've been consistent. Now, we went from, we're not quite there yet. So as you see, 900, if you divided 10,000 by 11 events, okay, if you were to put 10,000 all just the event, masterclass, workshop, are you guys following me so far? Then if I divided that, it will be 909 attendees, participants per event. We're not quite there yet. Okay, we're getting there. We will get there. We'll surpass 1,000 by the end of the year. But we went from 300, like I said, to the last event was 700 participants. Does this make sense? Do you see what I'm doing? I'm not just saying I'm so happy and grateful now that, 10,000, I'm, helping and serving 10,000 people. I'm now allowing myself to gradually really think. And I mean, I'm not going to share all of this here, but this is really well mapped out. So what does this do? Now it's just a lofty idea. I'm making it even like concrete. It's making it real. And when you do that, okay, in my visualization is also clear that I bring order into my consciousness. And remember in the beginning of the call, I said the most important thing is introducing order into your consciousness, because order is heaven's first law. Do you guys need a break? How are you guys doing? Are you guys doing still good? 2 thumbs up. Yeah, if you are still doing good, I want you to put in the chat 1. 1. Great. You guys are doing them. You guys are amazing. I love your energy. You know how amazing you are? Seriously. And this like Sunday morning, where you can be anywhere, where you can just be spending time with family, you're spending time with me. I just love it. Okay, is this clear? Okay, so don't just be thinking about your C-type goal. Make it crystal clear. Sorry, Oscar said, announce the winner of the Wimbledon. That's so great. Whoa, that's amazing. I've been following. That's so great. Okay, awesome. Okay, big goals, your C-type goals need to, you need to create stepping stones. Okay, you must create stepping stones. Okay, you have a C-type goal. You have this massive goal. You got to reverse engineer the plan. You must know, your mind must know exactly where you're going to be 3 months from now, 6 months from now, 9 months from now, 12 months from now. It's got to be mapped out. It's not like you just thinking about it. Thinking about the C-type goal and then voila, next day, it just happens. Most people live like that. I used to live like that. Why isn't manifestation happening? I'm visualizing, I'm doing affirmation, I'm reading books. How come my results haven't shifted? Why am I still living my $30,000 self? I would beat myself against like my head against the wall, like, my gosh, what is happening? I learned from this teacher, Tony Robbins. I learned from Jack Canfield. I mean, you name it. Teacher after teacher after teacher. Course after course after course. What is happening here? My missing piece, right? Okay. You must have a goal. That has to be clear. But you also have to operate on 2 different planes simultaneously. One on the C-type goal, holding that vision, one on your next base camp. Okay, you gotta operate on 2 different planes. You gotta do what you need to do here, okay, to get to your C-type goal. So it's not about not taking action. It's about you taking the action as a person who have already manifested the goal. And I hope that you understand. All right. You want to always fuel yourself with success. You got to become your own cheerleader. Okay. You got to get like so good, just cheerleading you. Like, hey, I'm doing really great. Every single step that you take, like, whoo, go, yeah. Never be hard on yourself. Okay. It's got to be positive reinforcement. Think about the plant. Okay. The exact same plant. You can do this experiment on your own. I've done it and it's absolutely amazing. You buy the same plant. And matter of fact, I did experiment with the money tree. I bought this two money tree. Okay. One money tree that I gave positive reinforcement. Just like, oh my gosh, you're growing so fast. You're doing amazing. Just try it. That would grow double in size faster than the other money tree. We grow the same way. Same with as nature. How the acorn turns into oak tree. We grow the same way. Okay? So begin to be kind to yourself. Cheerlead your way by positive reinforcement. When you are negative, my gosh, you're saying to yourself, look at your results. Look at your results. What the hell are you doing? Why aren't you there yet? Well, I'm so far away from there. How am I going to even do that? And you become so critical of yourself. What happens is you stagnate your success. You stagnate your growth. And when that happens, instead of you growing, okay, you're creating and growing, you're disintegrating and you're dying. You might not be able to see you're dying, but you sure are, slowly but sure. Yes. Okay. Now, the third step. The third step or the fourth? Can't remember. Okay, you need a daily, weekly, monthly vitamins. Right? To move towards your goals, to manifest your visions, you got to keep your mind healthy. Right? You got to take your daily vitamins every single day. You got to keep your cup being full. Remember, manifestation is about you tapping into the highest frequency, and you allow it. You just allow things to happen. It's not about forcing it. It's not about making it happen. I think sometimes I just say the same thing over and over because I really want you to get this. Okay. And when your cup is full, okay, you move on into your high vibrational state. Okay. And you're really feeding a healthy mindset. And when you have a healthy mindset, it's so much easier for you to manifest. So I would love for you to just take a sheet of paper and a pen. And I would love for you to write down what your daily vitamin is going to be. Maybe you have your daily vitamins already. You know, do you meditate? Who does meditation here, by the way? Anybody? Anybody meditate? Yes? Yeah, great. What are the things you do day to day so that you keep your cup being full? Do you eat healthy? How's your diet? How is your diet? Maybe, you know, I'm not saying, hey, go green the whole time. But, you know, do you eat plenty of vegetables and fruit, taking actual vitamins to nourish your body? Do you exercise? Yeah, Cassie, I love that. So she says she does daily walks in nature. Yes. Do you take the time out of the day, every single day, where you spend time on your own doing something you love? If you have family, do you play games? Do you love play? Maybe not a family, with your friends. Do you love board games? I love board games. Okay. What excites me is going to be very different from yours, but what is your daily vitamins? Okay. And if you don't have it, what is it going to be? Remember, I used to work 18 to 20 plus hour days. All the things I enjoyed gone out the window. Just out the window. Okay. Like the board games, no time for that. Exercise, no time for that. And guess what? I gained like 20 pounds. I'm not kidding. I was like, and then I started to crave. I was like burning out and I was craving all these fatty foods. You know, fried chicken sounded really good with beer. Oh my gosh, like worst combination, you know. Once in a while, I think it's okay, but not every day. I would crave cheesecakes, not a slice, the whole entire cheesecake. Oh my gosh. Right. Manuel, yeah, go to the beach. That's beautiful. Linda says swim. Yes. Yes, I make a divine, like heavenly New York cheesecake. Yes, Linda. Because I used to be a pastry chef before. Okay, but what is your daily vitamin going to be? And do you have that scheduled in your calendar? I don't know if you have your calendar on the phone. I certainly do. But I schedule it in my calendar, okay? If you don't schedule in your calendar, it's not going to happen, right? Okay. So make sure you're going to schedule it in the calendar, okay? It says here daily vitamins, but how about your weekly? Maybe it's not something you do every day, but what would you do every week? Fridays, it doesn't happen every single Friday because I have sometimes things going on, but pretty much every single Friday afternoon is for my spa day, okay? Dedicated for my spa day. I have that afternoon blocked off. Okay? I go to the spa. I have a favorite spa that I go to. It's on my calendar. How about monthly? Maybe maybe you don't do it every week. Before, I couldn't do it every week. I couldn't afford to do it every week. So what did I do? Cheaper place, right? Not 5-star hotel, spa, but I would go for like mani-pedi in like a local nail thing, maybe every month. I started there. I started small. Okay, your schedule must be based on your daily vitamins, and these things, what you do to take care of you, always goes in first. That's right. You need to schedule this before you schedule in your business, your work. Well, how am I going to do that, Mariko? You just do it. Trust me. Many of you will be talking about the self-worth. Yes? Who needs to up the self-worth? Put in the type in the chat 1. If you know you have to work, have to up level your self-worth. Tina says 1. David 1. Okay. I knew it. I knew it. Okay. Everybody, every single one of you are saying 1. Okay, amazing. If that's the case, okay, then do me a favor, really. Just map out your daily vitamins. Map out your daily vitamins. Weekly vitamins, monthly vitamins. It might be bi-weekly for you, okay? And then put those in the calendar first. What does that do to your subconscious? Your subconscious will go, wow, now I'm taking care of me. Do you see this? You don't put everybody else first. You take action by putting yourself first. And all of a sudden you feel like, wow, I'm now taken care of. And even though you're not doing anything different, you feel like you're operating from a cup being full. Reniella says, I can motivate others in okay, I can motivate others though. Yes, you can. Of course you can. You can motivate others. But remember, you gotta be your first. You gotta be your own cheerleader, number 1. And then others. Remember, when you're flying high on the plane, what do they say? Always put your oxygen, something else to happen first before you take care of others. But in reality, in your day-to-day, what are you doing? For those of you who said, I need to take care of my self-worth, I know you are putting others first, okay? You got to stop that. Take care. It doesn't mean you're not going to be helpful, of course, but how can you begin to serve? from your highest self if you are taking care of other people first and then you leave yourself at the very bottom. You can't. You got to take care of you. And so everybody is different. What does that look like, taking care of you? Is it exercise? Maybe you're eating really healthy right now, but you're lacking exercise. Okay, begin to schedule that in. Manuel said, go to the beach, schedule that in. Okay, you got to prioritize you. When you don't prioritize you, what happens in your vibration is you cannot rise. Okay, energy is everything. Energy is everything. So in order for your results to change, your energy must shift. And when your energy shifts, your action automatically shifts. Yes? Okay. Your action, your day-to-day action is a result of your current vibrational state. So when you begin to do things that makes you feel so amazing, so good. Okay. Even just doing this part, you're going to live more of an abundant life. Okay. How are we doing with time? Okay, we're doing great. Awesome. Okay, so adjuncts to success. Okay, education is important. So while you're putting the daily vitamins, weekly vitamin, monthly vitamins, make sure that you're fueling your mind with great knowledge, which you're doing right here. You're coming onto this workshop. You're beginning to, even though you might have heard about it in the past, you're like continuing to expand your level of awareness, right? Okay. And one thing I want to say is this: there's so much information, yes, out there. There's so much information out in this world. If you just go online, my gosh, there's so much stuff, like even on manifestation. And many of you get really confused, like, Mariko, I hear this theory and that theory, okay? Even though manifestation principles are so simple, don't get confused. Make sure when you're gathering information that you go to the source. You check the source. You do due diligence first before you dive in learning from a particular person or particular idea or theory. Make sense? Choose wisely what you let into your consciousness. But education is so important. Okay? Let go of all the things that's getting in your day, all the busy things that keeping you busy, right? Begin to let go. Stop being busy. Yes? Trying to do everything. You can't. It's impossible to do everything. Remember, you and I only have 24 hours in a day. That's it. No more. Okay? Doesn't matter if you're prime minister or president of the country. We're only given 24 hours and we got to use our time wisely. Time is the most important commodity we have. Okay? So if we can, ask for support. Don't try to do everything. Hire a nanny, hire a chef, whatever you need to do. Now, hey, Mariko, I don't have the money to hire the nanny, okay? I get it. Okay. So what did I start to do in the beginning? I have 3 kids. So what I did was I found a local mom. I put the ad, usually there's a Facebook group for the community. I put an ad saying, I am a self-employed mom and I don't have a nanny, right? If they want to, if there's another mom who owns a business, do a swap. So in the beginning, didn't have the money to hire the nanny. So what I ended up doing was being more creative. Remember, imagination, you can be really creative. Yes, is your highest faculty. So what ended up happening was, one 1 week I will take care of, Mondays, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'll take care of their kids. And then she will take care of my kids Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then we'll switch roles on next week. Do you see this? And so when she had my kids, during those times, I became laser focused. There are so many things that you're doing, you're giving attention to that's not serving you, okay? So begin to delegate. What are the things you can delegate now? I saw your comment, Victoria, which I was so excited on the Facebook group, and you said that you hired a nanny. You hired, a cleaner, not a nanny, to come and clean your place. I was like, yes, right? Because you weren't allowing yourself to do that before, but now you are, which is amazing. Begin to delegate. You don't have to do it all on your own, okay? Begin to ask yourself, what are the support system that I can tap into? Maybe your family lives close. My family all back in Japan, okay? But maybe you live close to your family. Maybe they are so happy to help you out and support you. Yes, like making maybe a meal, once a week, twice a week. Begin to learn to ask for help. Okay. Ask yourself, what are the things that I'm doing right now that is like energy suck, that brings my vibration down? Write them down. Okay, how can I begin to delegate these things? Beautiful. Okay. Never feel self-guilt by asking for help. Okay. It just because someone does it means that you have to do it on your own. I love my friend. I have a wonderful friend named Tara. And my gosh, we've been really great friends. And she, she loves to do everything on her own. And I said, Tara, why don't you just, staying up till midnight? Why don't you just hire a cleaner? And then her response was, well, I can't do that. And I'm like, yes, of course you can. Well, they won't be my standards, they wouldn't be cleaning every corner. And she knows that she's A-type by personality. And I said, well, yeah, okay, maybe not the cleaning, but how about you have someone come and help, cook for you? She has many kids, and it's a lot for you. So why don't you do that? And she says, no, I can't let other people cook for my family. It's my responsibility. It's my duty. You see, but here's the thing. Don't feel the guilt. It's not because they don't do it, they do it, that you have to do it. You get to create your own reality, exactly how you want it to be, okay? Begin to think of a new way. What are the things you can let go right now? What are the things I'm constantly thinking, what are the things I can begin to let go? What are the things I can delegate? And then when you begin to entertain this idea, fascinating things are going to begin to happen. I never thought I could hire someone who comes and cooks for me. I never thought. But then I began to imagine this idea, wow, I will actually love that. Maybe not every day, because I love to cook for my family, but maybe once or twice a week, I would absolutely love that. And when you begin to entertain the idea, the way must show, maybe not immediately, the path always shows up, right? And then I didn't have the finances to hire the chef. Again, starting small. I found a local company that prepares the food, cuts all the ingredients, and then delivers it. And all I have to do is cook it. Okay. And then gradually I was able to hire the chef. Does this make sense? Start where you are, but begin to entertain what are the things I can let go of so that I can focus more on what's very important. Okay. So important, right? So you educate yourself, yes, with the right information and everything. Okay. And then you begin to focus on what's important for you and begin to delegate what's not serving you. Make sure you find the right mentor that can really help you. Okay, right tools for success. Find the right mentor that can really serve you. Okay, make sure it's the right mentor. Okay, because here's the thing: what you think you can do in 10 years with the right one, you can shrink it into one. Right? What you thought was impossible in the next 5 years, you can begin to, oh my gosh, like do it within 12 months. Now, I suggest you have a mentor for every aspect of your life. Right? So don't think of just a mentor in your business. Okay? Mentor for maybe a trainer in your fitness. Okay? Begin to hire the right person that can share the knowledge that they have. Make sense? Beautiful. All right. Okay. Find some time to escape. Yes? To wash away your stress, your daily stress. Okay? Make sure that you stay in alignment. You're constantly fueling yourself. Yes? But like just fueling yourself and then just release stress. When you're stressed, is there? Oh, right there. Remember in the master class, we talked about the stick man. This is your mind. This is your body. Your body is simply an instrument of a mind. Okay? When you are stressed, you're in a state of ignorance. And when you are in a state of ignorance, ultimately, you're going to disintegrate. You're going to slowly die. Okay? You don't want to be in a state of stress. When you are stressed because you have entertainment because of your fear, all right? We want to begin to flip from fear to faith. And this is the place, the state of faith that you can really begin to manifest incredible things into your life. Okay? But if you're stressed constantly, just understand you're unable to tap into your power to manifest the things that you really desire. Does this make sense? Yes? Okay. So do whatever that you need to do to release stress. And to do that, I suggest, if you can, book 6 adventures per year. You know, adventures, things that you've never been able to do before. That you've never been able to do before. What are the things, the ideas that like it really excites you? You know, place that you can travel to, right? The things that you wanted to experience that you've never seen before. What are the things? Let's write down 6 adventures. What are the things you still love to do? For me, like I said, skydiving. And I'm thinking of doing it in Hawaii this year. I haven't made a decision, but I'm thinking of doing that in Hawaii. Okay. And when you give yourself the respite, again, you operate with the tank being full, right? And you're like vibrating so high. And you can stay excited about the vision, not feeling depleted, but you stay so excited and passionate about your vision, about your creation. So I'm just missing the chat here. Chantel says, you must have similar taste to me. I love white water rafting and other high adrenaline experiences. Woohoo! Okay. I was supposed to go to Everest. It was mapped out to go before COVID, and then COVID happened and I couldn't go. And I was supposed to go this May, and then that didn't happen. Just understand, Sometimes when you map out, it's okay. Sometimes your results are delayed, but you don't judge that. You don't judge that. You just keep holding that image, keep holding that vision. Like my gosh, I love rafting, you know, but what do you love? It's not about me, it's about you. What is it that really gets you excited? Like, what kind of adventures are you going to go on? And you keep feeling, and if you can do like 6 adventures, do something you never done before. Okay, that keeps your life exciting. Yes. And guess what? If you commit to 6 adventures per year, wow, you'd have created 60 adventure. You're going to create 60 adventure in the next 10 years. How exciting, incredible life you're going to live by you creating this one habit alone. Just 6 adventures, that's it. So simple, isn't it? Victoria says Fiji. Oh, I love Fiji. Hawaii, Alaska, that sounds amazing. Jonesy says, that sounds like what comes after the goal is met. Okay, so are you open? I hope you are. This is so good too. So how you're thinking about is this. Okay, I want to help you shift your consciousness a little bit, perspective a little bit. Is this, you're thinking either or. Once I achieve the goal, then I will do this. No. Remember, we live in the world of abundance. It's not either or, it's both. It's all of it, you guys. Why do we think like once I hit the goal, then? There is no then, it's now. But we have to allow ourselves to see ourselves already experience all of this while you manifesting incredible vision. I don't say to myself, like, once I hit the goal, then I will go skydiving. It's simultaneous, you see. It's all of it. Does this make sense? Yes? It's not either or, it's all of it. And then when it becomes all of it in your consciousness, then you entertain wholeness. And from that state of wholeness, then you can begin to create beautiful things from your cup being full. Does this resonate? Okay. A lot of times you go, I do this, then that. No. All of it. And you want to begin to see in your consciousness as that person who's experiencing all of it, all this abundance. And then once you have accepted yourself to be that individual operating from the wholeness, then the way, the path must show. I hit the sales goal. Then I'm going to treat to manicure. No. Wait a minute. My hitting the sales goals, nothing to do with going to my manicure. Does this make sense? No. And if you have any questions later, I can answer it for you. Okay. Yes, Shirley says life is happening now while you are so busy planning. That's funny. Okay, so ta-da! Okay, let's go into vision board. Yes. Okay, we want to create a vision board from a place of wholeness. Okay. Vision board is a tool on top of the working on the mindset and not on top of working on your self-image, all that. It's a tool that you can use to really bring clarity in your mind. It helps you to create order. Yes. And remember, you and I think in images. And make sure that when you're creating your vision board, that you're not only putting the goal for your business, but also for your personal. Okay? Make sense? Like here, you know, it's like you see yourself doing exercise. You see yourself with your family and friends. You want to create wholeness in the vision board. Yes? And you want to begin to use this vision board every single day. So your vision board, once you create it, make sure that you have this visible in the places that you spend most of your time. And even though you're not might be giving yourself the attention, the focus to just stare at it and look at it, guess what? It's going in your subconscious mind. Okay. If you can just place it where you spend most of your time so that you immerse in ideas. It's really fascinating what happens when you begin to do this. Amazing. Chantel says, yes, thank you for the reminder that I need to refresh my vision board. That's wonderful. I love how, yeah, that's great. That you're great. It's great that you're getting much out from the session. Okay. So you see, it's like, it's not just one aspect. And, you know, if you can refresh your vision board. So I know you created, I don't know, maybe your vision board last year, or I don't know, 2 years ago. And you're like, I'm still looking at the same vision board. Don't do that. If you can at least once a year, recreate it. I'm about to recreate mine. Okay. I created one in January and I'm going to revamp it again this month. Yes. Beautiful. Okay. So this is just an idea of a vision board that you can create on your screen. Okay. And I'm going to share, let me see if I can do this to everyone. How can I do this to everyone? Did you guys see the link for the Canva vision board thing that you can, the app that you can create, the link? You saw it? Yes, Cassie? Okay, great. So all you have to do is access that and create your vision board. And that's what I use to create mine. Okay. So it's like this. Okay. So this is the place that I would love in Kauai, a place like this in Kauai. I fell in love with the island when I visited last year, and I'm going back again this year to look for the place. Okay. Do I have the funds right now to purchase that? No, I don't. But you see, I know how manifestation works. So I always live from the end, and I'm going to go look this time, you see? And then I let myself be immersed in that energy, immersed in the energy of the island, and then taking my steps, my action. Yes, I'm actually physically taking myself there to look for the places. So that's one of the things. Okay. Oh, this is a great idea. So this right here, the arrow, okay, that's from George V in Paris. And the idea was, I was going to take in August, which is next month. I had it all scheduled from August 9th for a whole entire week going to Paris and stay there, because I have the story where, I mean, you have your own story where I traveled there, I think 9 years ago, when I was making 30,000. And it wasn't intentional. I just walked into that hotel and I went, oh, they have beautiful bouquets, flowers everywhere. It was so stunning. And I just walked in with my husband, Scott, and I just fell in love. And I thought, my gosh, in this world, there's such a beautiful place like this. I never would have thought. And I fell in love. And right here in this lobby, and I was gonna go for an afternoon tea. And per person is, I think, 110 euro or something. I couldn't afford it. And I promised to myself, next time I come back, I'll stay here. So guess what? Have it all planned to go in August. And I hear from my amazing team member, Julie. She says, oh, did you know in August, all the city is so hot, it's all shut down. The businesses are closed, Mariko. And I said, are you kidding me? There's no way. So we decided to go in winter instead. Okay. Here's the thing. I have the timeline, but I'm not like, I do everything, okay, from the place of inspired action to take action from my end. But I be flexible when the results. I know what I will be on TED Talk. I know this. But if it's not this year, it might be next. But I'm doing my part to move myself in that direction. Do you see this? Online learning. Ta-da, on the right. Yeah. This year, I offered online learning for you guys. And this is why you came, which is amazing, right? This is how we met, through online. Isn't that incredible? Right? But this is from my idea. All like online learning. Isn't it incredible that we get to be connected like this on this platform, so that we get to grow together, we get to expand our consciousness together? Isn't it absolutely incredible? Okay. Unstoppable foundation, right? Charitable work. I continue to give the portion, 20% of all the revenue that is made is going to the Unstoppable to help serve Kenya. And many of you here are supporting Unstoppable Foundation. I'm so grateful for it. Do you see this? Okay. It's not just about my business. It's all the aspect. And then I'm looking at this and there's some things that's missing that I desire. So this is why we want to get in the habit of revamping it on a regular basis. You know, ideally, maybe every quarter. It doesn't take you long to revamp it. Or do what I do, maybe twice every year. Yes? Any questions about this? Thank you, Cassie. I appreciate it. I think so too. I think so too. Okay, so no, that's it. I'm going to stop the share. How are we doing with time? Are we going over? Oh yeah, of course we went over. It's more like 2 hours, not 90 minutes. This is so incredible. Okay, so any questions? Any questions about this? Do you guys want to come off mic? Any questions about how to create your vision board? Cielo, hello.
Hi, Mariko, David.
Okay, David, can you hold on for a second? You'll
Sure.
Cielo, and then it will come to you, okay? Cielo, what's your question?
Okay, so I feel like I'm still struggling with my type C goal because I shared before with the group, my finances are not in the best place. So I struggle to pay the basics, right?
Yeah.
And then I had these dreams for me and my kid and my parents to buy their house of their dream, to buy their house of her dream, you know, a lot of goals, a lot of the dream life. And when you were saying, you know, map out like how to get there.
Yes.
So then I'm thinking, wow, so maybe I should make my C-type goals small. And I live in California, and California is very expensive, right? So I'm thinking, am I hallucinating? And that's how I struggle, because I feel like I am hallucinating, like my type C goal is just too much out of reach. So I keep changing it or thinking this is not going to happen.
Yeah, so if you think it's not going to happen, it will never happen. Okay, so this is what I suggest you do. You never change your C-type goal. It's actually good that you don't know how. It's your total fantasy. It's really good that you don't know how to get there. Make sense?
Yes.
And then what you want to do is you want to reverse engineer the plan. And so, okay, let's say your goal is going to be your C-type goal 3 years, okay? You can manifest something really incredible in short 3 years. Now, you want to reverse engineer the plan. Okay, I'm going to be here, my C-type goal. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but in 3 years' time, I'm going to get there. Okay, now where am I going to be 2.5 years from now? Where am I going to be 2 years from now? Where am I going to be? And then you see, you now begin to reverse engineer the plan to a point you know exactly where you're going to be 3 months from now. Does this make sense? So you want to have 2 goals simultaneously. What do most people do in manifestation? They go just after your wildest vision, and then it just ends up being a wish and hope. Because it's so big, like I said, right? If you think you can't do it, you won't get there. It's not that you can't do it, because we are all infinite potential, but it's like you won't allow yourself to get there. It's like, how am I going to do there? Well, it doesn't make sense. And so does this make sense?
Yes. Can I do a follow-up to that?
Yes.
So my question about time was kind of linked to this, and it is because maybe that is where I'm failing. I feel this urgency to reach my C-type goal because my son is 13 and my parents are getting older. So I want to reach it before my son goes to college, and I want my parents to live their dream life.
Yes.
Like now. So this sense of urgency makes me think, okay, is it gonna happen? It is too far. Like that is the confusion. How can I get there faster? Like I feel like I'm running, but I'm not getting any way, and my finances are not even in a good place anyways.
So can you mention your question again so that I understand it?
So you are saying, okay, so map out your C-type goal for 3 years. So put it for 3 years and go.
Yes.
So, but 3 years for me may sound too long because my parents are getting
okay,
too old, and I want them to be able to enjoy the rest of their lives. They may have 20 years, they may have, I don't know, right? You don't know, but I want them to be able to enjoy their dream home as soon as possible when they can.
So when would you love it by? When would you love to be there by?
I feel embarrassed to say it, but I'm gonna say it. To me, like the sooner possible. So every year I say this year. So for me now it sounds like I was thinking by December at least I need to buy one house and start remodeling or whatever, something at least to go there. It doesn't have to be the palace.
Yeah. Okay, so remember this right here. Let's go back to this. Remember we studied, you guys know this, stick man? Yes. Okay. That goal that you're thinking on, is it fear-based or faith-based?
Well, I guess it's fear of not being able to reach it, I guess, on time.
Yeah, and then your parents are going to
die.
Yeah, and I have to rush and okay, so
Give them
you're
love.
coming from a state of ignorance. You're okay, and the good thing is that you are choosing it's your choice, so you can flip it.
Mhm.
But remember that goal, the 3 years, I'm not sure if it's it's like too far away, and all these monkey mind is taking place from this state of mind. Because if you are operating from a place of absolute faith, what would you say instead? What would be different about what you just said?
I don't know. That I wouldn't even be thinking that they're gonna not being able to enjoy it. I would just focus on the C-type goal and
Yeah, and then you'd be like, well, I'm so grateful that I'm already there.
oh yeah.
Right? There wouldn't be any of this fear. There's not be no fear about, oh my gosh, I have to do this.
Mhm.
Oh, cool, Victoria, that's amazing. And there's no need. There's no need. You just allow, you let it happen from this state. So I think the first step, I don't know if this resonates with you, is to release your fear of the need. Okay? If it's already, you are it, you're feeling amazing because you already have manifest in the mind, okay? Then there's no like, oh my gosh, like 3 years is way too far. Like there'll be none of those thoughts. And so we gotta begin to entertain a different story in your consciousness. And we can talk more about that later, you and I. Yes? Sounds good?
Thank you.
Does this resonate?
Yes.
Okay. You're holding the image. You have a deadline, but you detach from the results. You're not attached to your results. You're detached from the results. And so when it doesn't happen right on schedule, right on time, you don't beat yourself up either.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You're like, oh, okay, well, sometimes, well, what you say here is this. When that happens is, yeah, sometimes the results are delayed. Sometimes, really, the results can be delayed. Remember, the time that you write down in the first place is your guesstimation. So that you do your part, you do your part, living from the end.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know when the harvest time is. When you plant the seed of the carrot, right? It's yellow, right? And you're like, well, yeah, I don't know, like, well, it's going to harvest this exact date, this exact time.
Mm-hmm.
And then you realize you're like, well, yeah, and that's 2 days from now. We often do this. 2 days from now, I plant the seed today, this very moment. And then I nurture it for next 2 days. And then you check, why have you not grown full yet? Why aren't you carrot yet? Why are you still only a seed? You know how crazy this is? But we do this. Okay? But you keep on growing, keep on nurturing, you keep taking care of your mind. And there will, I know for certain, come a harvest time. Harvest time. Okay. My goal. Oh yeah, this house. My clients know this. Yeah. It's like it was supposed to be 2-year journey. Max. Manifest this dream home, 15,000 square foot home that you're each going to visit me. That was supposed to be done in 2 years. You know how long it took? 5 years. Okay, in this one we underestimated the harvest time. But do we say after 2 years every single day, why aren't you done yet? Why aren't you done yet? Most of the time we do this. And then what we do, if I have done that, I know the house wouldn't be still being done. The pool outside, $700,000 pool, okay? And with a slide, 27-foot slide and everything. So scared to move into this idea, but this was an idea, had designer built, like design for it and everything. And we got so emotionally in love with this idea. We began the process. And it was supposed to be done in May. And now it's mid-July. And it's taking longer than we thought. Am I beating myself up because it's like it's halfway done? No. I'm already there. I'm already in my mind, already in the pool. Do you see this? It's already done. Does this make sense? So from that state, I'm so grateful. There's no rush. I know it's coming. It might not be July. Sorry, May. It might be, I don't know, like September, next spring. I don't know that. But it's already done, you see? You just keep on moving forward. It always works out. Sometimes it comes faster. Okay? It comes way fast than how, like, when you call it in, it's just like, wow, like, how did that just happen? Sometimes delayed, sometimes early. But you see this, when you begin to apply the magnetic manifestation method, it must happen by law. It must. And if you can't believe that right now, I want you to borrow the believe in me. It's by law. You cannot go against the law. Universal principles that exist. Like here. I know, you guys okay? Oh my gosh, you guys are okay with time? Sorry, I underestimated. That's just me, okay? That's just Mariko. Okay, so when you drop this, you can't see the law of gravity, right? You can't see it, but it's there. These are laws, and not knowing the laws won't cut it. Ignorance won't cut it. Yeah. Okay. Sounds good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. David, is he still here or is he's not really? Any other questions?
Mariko, do we need to put a date on the vision board?
What do you think?
Yes.
Okay, then do that. Okay. Then put the date. Yes. I don't have date on mine.
Okay.
Yes. I have a date with all the plans. But if you think that it would really help you, then put the date on. Okay. There's no right or wrong. Any other questions?
Mariko, because the cleaner was here, where can I see the from the beginning, this incredible?
So you register for the masterclass, yes? So you'll be sent out the replay.
Okay, thank you. So great.
Okay, great, amazing. Amazing. So this is an idea that I have. Are you guys ready for an idea? Because last time we did this and we had so much fun. Okay, is I want you to get access to the link and of the app, yes, of the Canva link. And I would love for you to create your vision board. And I would love each and every one of us to share the vision board with the community. I think it would really, if we can do this together, I think it would inspire every single one of the members in the group. Who's up for it? Yes. And that's amazing. Okay, great. And who's wanting to manifest something? Who's okay, cool. There's a different vision board that I see in the group. I'm going to pick a winner. Okay. And I'm going to have a wonderful surprise for you. Okay. I'm not going to share what it exactly is, but I want you to take action, create a vision board, and I'm going to share with you this wonderful surprise, a winner. I probably will do, I don't know if we can do it I'll do it next week. All right. So if you can create the vision board, remember time is now. Okay. It's essential. So let's create one over the weekend, no later than next Wednesday, and I will pick the winner. Any other questions about this?
Should it be for 2023?
Yeah, I think so. What do you think?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. If you want to do it for 2023, if you don't want to put the year for your vision on your vision board, that's totally fine as well. Okay. Any questions? Anything you'd like to share? Shirley, do you have anything you'd like to share?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I accidentally dropped something.
No, it's all good. Okay, you guys are good? Yes? Amazing, fantastic. So have a most amazing rest of the weekend, the rest of Sunday. Was wonderful seeing each and every one of you. Enjoy and have fun creating your own vision board. And I look forward to seeing them, and then and find out who the winner is. Yes, who's a great manifest. Yes, Shirley.
You have not responded to my WhatsApp. Check your WhatsApp.
Okay, I will. All right. Okay, what's up? Bye. Have a great weekend. Bye, guys. Take care. Ciao.
Thank you so much for your time, Mariko.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming on. Bye. Have a great day.